What's going on, guys? I am Ryan here with Michigan Storm Chasers. We are tracking yet another day of potential severe weather in southeast Michigan. We're going to call it south central and southeast Michigan today because that risk now extends all the way over into Ionia as well as Barry counties. So it's into the West Michigan area. We're going to call it Central Michigan, though. But anyway, dark green here from Ionia County over to Lansing, Jackson, Hillsdale, Marshall as well, Adrian, Detroit, Monroe, Pontiac. We're going to say Port Huron and Flint are included. They are very close to those lines. If you live anywhere within that dark green area or close to it, you should be on alert today. Why? If you've been following our weather the past couple of days here in Michigan, we've been looking at these pulse-like, summer-like thunderstorms that fire up really quickly, and they produce a lot of rain and sometimes a lot of wind with it. We call them microburst or downburst, which is basically a lot of rain coming down really quickly, hits the ground, spreads outward. It's pretty common here in summertime. This is not uncommon by any means, but once again, a severe risk in place because of the concern with a lot of moisture and instability in the atmosphere today. It's hot and humid, muggy conditions, really getting these storms up and going, which can produce a lot of heavy rainfall for flooding risks as well, but also the main concern, which is why the severe risk is in place, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So there's your marginal main time frame today. Again, with pop-up type storms like today, we're not tracking anything like a big old line coming through the state. These are going to be pop-up storms all throughout the afternoon and evening, probably closer to evening. Coverage should increase around that time. But around the 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. centered time frame is the area to watch. And we can't really depict when and where exact locations will get storms. Pop-ups are really hard to predict when and where. So we can just give general time frames and general areas, which is why we can't be too specific with this. Again, just because we don't know the nature of pop-up. We know the nature of pop-ups is like isolated to scattered in nature. So what that means basically is if you live in these risks areas or even across the state, pop-up storms are possible. You may see a storm, you may not see a storm. A storm may be severe, but it also there's a chance that it may not be severe as well. So keep those in mind. The risk is here in place. Take it seriously. Checking out the model. Looking forward to the afternoon and evening. We're going to see a similar picture to yesterday where we're going to be getting to 2 p.m. here. We're going to see some pop-ups here on 3 p.m. across Grand Rapids, Lansing, Kalamazoo area. Coverage should increase as we get toward that 5 and 6 p.m. time frame. Those will push eastward. And check out here in southeast Michigan, more pop-up cells where we saw some yesterday. Lenawee, Washtenaw, Wayne, Oakland, Macomb counties. Same exact areas on this model getting impacted. This is at 5. This is now 6 p.m. Again, more coverage expected. And that goes into 8 p.m. Here's 9 p.m. And those should weaken as you get past sunset. So not everybody is going to see severe weather today. Not everybody's going to see a storm, but the risk is there. We can't predict exactly when and where. So be alert. Make sure you have ways to receive warnings via EAS alerts, via your weather radios, local news stations, us and MSC. There's 6 ways to receive warnings. We have posted on our page. If you want to go check that out, it is pinned. Go ahead and do that. And make sure you guys are staying hydrated and staying cool with yet another day of hot, humid temperatures. And once again, that marginal risk is between 2 and 10 p.m. primarily. Damaging winds, only concern. Not concerned for tornadoes today as wind shear remains weak, but also hail risk is low as well. Wouldn't be shocked at seeing some small hail, but large hail is pretty unlikely today, given the atmosphere at hand. So with that being said, we will be live tracking it here at MSC. We'll go live if need be. But make sure you guys stay safe, stay hydrated, stay cool. We're almost out of this heat wave. We're going to get a break this weekend into early next week, but then heat returns for next week, and also multiple more storm chances are possible, with Saturday being a risk in Michigan. We'll cover that here in a later video, but just one day at a time at this point. We'll cover that later as we get closer to Saturday. Stay safe, guys. Smash the like button. Appreciate you all. Thank you for your support, and we'll be live here later on if needed here at Michigan Storm Chasers, both on Facebook and on YouTube.